morning, class. Today we will study chapter 1 of the NCERT series of geography, that is the physiographic divisions of India. So to begin with, I will start with what is physiography. Physiography is of a region is a resultant of its various factors like relief, structure, and all the other aspects. For example, the peninsular plateau is a tableland and is relatively stable, whereas the northern part of the country, the region to the north of the Vindhyas, it consists of undulating topography in the form of mountain ranges, which consist of peaks, valleys, rapids, waterfalls, etc. So, India has, on the basis of this concept, India is divided into 7 physiographic divisions. That is, it has the northern and the northeastern mountains, that is the Himalayan mountains. Then we have below it, we have the northern plains. Then we have the peninsular plateau to the south of the Tropic of Cancer. Then we have the coastal plains. Then we have the Indian desert. Then we have the islands. So, first I will explain about the northern mountains and the northeastern mountains of the country. So, these are popularly known as the Great Himalayas, and in this Great Himalayas there are a number of ranges. For example, the Karakoram range, the Jaskar range, the Ladakh range, etc. Here is a picture which shows a series of mountains which emerge from this place called the Pamir Knot region. Towards the eastwards, there originates a range of Kunlun mountains, and towards the west, in the part of Western Asia, the Hindu Kush mountains emerge. Below this Pamir Knot mountain, there lies the Great Himalayas in the northernmost region of the country, which consists of the region of Kashmir, then Ladakh, and the Himachal Pradesh. So as one can see, it has the Great Himalayan range in the north, and then we have Karakoram range. From north to south we have Karakoram range, then we have the Jaskar range, then we have the Pir Panjal range, then we have the Ladakh range. In the Jaskar range we have Jozila Pass, then below it we have the Shipkila Pass. This crosses denote the pass regions, and this shaded region shows the mountain ranges. So here is the Kailash range. And this is the from the north to south we have the Greater Himalayas. All these are the Greater Himalayas: the Karakoram range, the Ladakh range, the Jaskar range, the Kailash range. This lies in the Greater Himalayan region. Then we have the Lesser Himalayas. Then we have southernmost region, we have the Shivalik range. So in the northwestern part of the country, the general orientation is from the northwest to the southeast. As you can see, northwest direction is this and southeast direction is this. So general orientation is this, as you can see. Then Darjeeling and Sikkim Himalayas, which lies somewhere here towards the West Bengal, it has the east-west orientation. Then in Arunachal Pradesh, which lies here, we have the southwest to the northwest direction. That is, southwest lies here and the northwest lies here. So we have this kind of orientation. Then in Nagaland, Manipur, which lies somewhere here, this is the Nagaland, Meghalaya, Tripura region. In the Nagaland and Manipur, Mizoram, they are in the north-south direction. The Himalayas is like this, which is perpendicular to the latitudes. So approximate length of the Great Himalayan Range, that is the entire length, is roughly 2500 kilometers. And what is the width from north to south? That is 160 kilometer to 400 kilometer. So it lies as a strong wall between the Central Asian region and the entire subcontinent. The Himalayas acts as a strong wall. So now I will ask you one question, that can any one of you explain that how Himalaya is a cultural, geographic and drainage wise it is a divide? How it acts as a climatic, drainage and cultural divide, Himalayas? So the answer to this is, to the north of the Himalayas, the culture is completely different. That is, the area is called Central Asia. So the vegetation which is found here is steppe type, and there it is almost, the topography is very rugged and the climate is harsh. So people there follow transhumance. We know Central Asians are generally nomad communities and they travel from one place to another because of the harsh weather. So they do transhumance. But towards the south, we have Himalayas, which convert the cold winds coming from the north and warms this area, and then it converts it into rainfall. This rainfall transcends into the alluvial plain, and which convert it into cropland. So as soon as these chilly winds enter India, the Himalayas because of the southern slope of the Himalayas, these winds convert into rainfall and snowfall, which is beneficial for the country. So here it becomes climatic divide. So now we have drainage divide also. For example, the river which emerges here in the glacier, some of them, the Indus river system, it flows here and it drains the whole of Pakistan and the POK, etc. But from here, the rivers which emerges from the Gangotri and the Yamunotri glacier, they travel eastwards and then they turn into the normal plains into a fertile plain. So this affects the drainage of the country. And this Ganga, Brahmaputra and Indus river system, this drains the whole of the northern half of the country. So this acts as a kind of drainage divide. Now within the Himalayas also there are a variety of subdivisions. For example, in the northwestern part of the country we have the northwestern or the Kashmir Himalayas, and in the towards its south we have the Himachal or the Uttarakhand Himalayas. Then we have the Darjeeling and the Sikkim Himalayas towards the eastern part of the country. Here this is the region of West Bengal. Here lies the Darjeeling, and Sikkim and Darjeeling Himalayas lies somewhere here in the eastern part of the country. Then we have Arunachal towards the easternmost part of the country. This is Arunachal Pradesh, and here lies the Arunachal Himalayas. And the eastern hills and the mountains, they run from north to south. That is the Patkai hills and the Naga hills and the Mizo hills. They form the eastern hills and the mountains. So now we will briefly describe the Kashmir or the northwestern Himalayas. So majorly it consists of the Karakoram, the Jaskar, the Ladakh and the Pir Panjal ranges. The northeastern part of the Kashmir Himalayas is a cold desert which lies between the Greater Himalayas and the Karakoram range. Now, the famous valley of Kashmir lies between the Great Himalayas and the Pir Panjal range. So, Dal Lake and some of the important glaciers like the Baltoro and the Siachen is found in this region only. The Kashmir Himalayas boast of Kareva formation. These Karevas are soils which are specific to the region of Kashmir, and they help in the cultivation of jaffran, which is a widely popular variety of saffron. There was a question which was asked in the 60 to 67th BPSC conducted in 2017. So the question goes like this: the only state which produces saffron in India is. So now you people know the answer to this question. So it will be the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So this region called the northwestern or the Kashmir Himalayas boasts of certain passes. These passes are small gaps which allows people to travel from one side of the mountain to the other side safely between the valleys. So these are the Jozila on the Great Himalayas and Banihal on the Pir Panjal range, Potula on the Jaskar and Khardulla on the Ladakh range. So you people remember the names of these passes. That is the Jozila on the Great Himalayas, the Khardulla on the Ladakh range, the Fotula on the Jaskar and the Banihal on the Pir Panjal ranges. Some of the important saltwater lakes like So Moriri and Pangong So are also found in this region. So now we will come to the river system of the which drains the region. So this region is drained by mostly Indus River and its tributaries like Jhelum and Chenab. Some of the important pilgrimage centers are also found in this region. For example, the Amarnath caves, the Kedarnath, then we have Charare Sharif. These all pilgrimage centers are found in this region. Now, one important fact that the Jhelum in this region is mostly young in its stage, like it is in its nascent stage, but it forms meander in this region, in the Kashmir Himalayas region. Can you know why? So the answer to this is for the formation of meanders, the local base level is given by the Dal Lake, which was erstwhile, which was a part of a larger lake found in the ancient time. So this Dal Lake provides the local base level, due to which the Jhelum hair flows in the young stage and forms in the Jhelum forms meanders here, which is typically a feature of the mature stage. Now we come to the concept of dunes. So the southern part of the Kashmir Himalayas consists of a variety of longitudinal formations called dunes. Examples are Jammu dunes and Pathankot dunes. Now next we have the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas. This part lies between the Ravi river in the west and the Kali river in the east. The Kali river is a tributary of the Ghagra river. So it is drained by mostly two major river systems, that is the Indus and the Ganga. The tributaries of the Indus which drains this region is the Beas, the Satluj and the Ravi, and the tributaries of the Ganga which drains this region in the eastern region is the Yamuna and the Ghagra. So the northernmost part of the Himalayas is an extent of the Ladakh cold desert, which lies in the Spiti subdivision. All the three ranges of the Himalayas, that is the greater, the lesser and the Shivalik Himalayas, they are prominent in this region. So The lesser Himalayas is called the Dhauladhar range in the Himachal Pradesh, and it is called the Nagtibba range in the Uttarakhand region. So in the lesser Himalayan region, the altitude of 1000 to 2000 meters, it was particularly popular among the British administration, so as they made it into a sort of hill station. For example, hill station and cantonment towns, and a variety of resorts and various other features, hill stations were constructed in these areas. Some of these are Mussoorie, Shimla, Kausani, Dharmshala. All of you know that these are the popular names of hill stations found in this region. And some of the hill resorts were Shimla, Mussoorie, Kasauli, Almora, Lansdowne, and Ranikhet. You might have heard and seen movies that these hill stations are particularly used in Bollywood movies. So these were made into cantonment towns by the Britishers because this area was particularly very picturesque. As you know that both the Kashmir Himalayas and the Himachal and the Uttarakhand Himalayas, they boast of picturesque locations and scenic landscapes. So you would be surprised to know that both the Shivalik formations and the Dun formations are also prominent in this part of the Himalayas, that is the Himachal Himalayas. This Dun formation was a feature of Kashmir Himalayas as well. So what are some of the important duns which are found in this region? These are Chandigarh Kalka Dun, Nalagarh Dun, Dehradun, Harik Dun, and Kota Dun. So can you repeat after me? These are the Chandigarh Kalka Dun, the Nalagarh Dun, the Harik Dun, the Kota Dun, and the Dehradun. Dehradun, as you all know, is very popular and is the largest among all the duns. It is almost 35 to 45 km in length and 22 to 25 km in width. So in the Great Himalayan ranges, the Himachal Himalayas boast of only one tribe, that is the Bhotiyas tribe. So these Bhotiya tribes are nomadic groups which again travel to the Bugyals, which is the summer grasslands found in the higher reaches of the mountains during the summers and return to the valleys during the winters. The places of pilgrimage which is found in this region are Kedarnath, Badrinath, Yamunotri and Gangotri, and Hemkund Sahib. So this region or the Himachal or the Uttarakhand Himalayas also boasts of one very important site known as the Valley of Flowers. It is also known as a national park. So the region also boasts of 5 prayags. 3 of them are Rudraprayag, Karnaprayag, and the Darjeeling and the Sikkim Himalayas. So we will study about the Darjeeling and the Sikkim Himalayas in the next class. So today we will know that it is flanked by Nepal Himalayas in the west and Bhutan Himalayas in the east. So there is one more previous year's question which is the question of geography related to Himalayas. This is a question of mountain ranges. So this question says as the Pennines, Europe, Appalachians, America, and Aravallis, India are examples of. So option 1 says young mountains, option 2 says old mountains, option C says block mountains, and option 4 says fold mountains. So the answer to this question is old mountains. As we all know that Aravallis is an example, Aravallis in India is an example of old fold mountains. So these were found by folding method only, but these were a part of Deccan Plateau, these Aravallis. That is, they formed in old age, and these Himalayas, they were the young fold mountains. That is, they formed until recently, when Indian landmass was moving towards the Eurasian landmass. So, this Himalayan part of the region has been formed recently, but Aravallis were part of the geological time scale. They were part of a very old landmass, that is the Deccan Plateau, which was formed many years ago. So these Aravallis, the Pennines Europe, and the Appalachians America are an example of old mountains. So this was about the Kashmir and the Himachal Himalayas. In the next class, we will study about the peninsular plateau, the northern plains and the coastal plains, the Indian deserts. Meanwhile, you people please keep solving the previous year's question, and also do map work. We will discuss in the next class the important peaks and the of the entire subcontinent. So thank you very much. This is about the NCERT series of geography. Here I'll conceptually clear all your doubts related to NCERTs. As we all know that the NCERTs of class 9, 10 and 11, 12 are very important for the competitive examinations. So all the best, work hard and believe in God. Thank you.